What's up, everybody? What's going on? Who watched NXT? What's up, Bacon Guy? What's up, Paul? Who watched it? Anybody? I'm assuming you watched it because you're here. So let's wait maybe for a couple more people to enter this chat, and we'll talk about the show. What's up, Joseph? What's going on? So just want to make sure, did everybody watch NXT? That's in the stream. You can just put yes or no. I'll wait for your response. I enjoyed NXT. Okay. So, you did? Okay. So, okay. I watched AEW last night, did a live stream. Right after it, I heard news about Shotzi Blackheart, and I was like, what's going on with Shotzi? So that pretty much is one of the things I saw that happened on the show before watching it, but pretty much everything else I wasn't spoiled about. So Shotzi Blackheart, if you guys watched it, she was on the ropes and did like a coffin drop. That was scary. I was like, oh. So that was a scary moment whenever I was watching that, and just her face, and then Tegan coming over. It was just like, what's up, Batman dude? You like my flasher? Thank you. What's up, Donnell? So I'll talk about that. But okay, so let's get through pretty much what happened on the show. What's up, Chris? What's up, Sam? Did you think Matt Riddle will be okay? Yeah, we'll talk. Tegan Knox, yes. So we'll talk about Matt Riddle too. I'm gonna put that down there so I make sure to remind me if we don't talk about Matt Riddle. Obviously we are, because I'm gonna go through the show here. Yeah, Matt Riddle could go to – that is the big rumor. Matt Riddle. Hey, Dan. How are you, Storm? Okay, so the show starts off. The crowd. There's a crowd. Do you guys think that was a big difference for the show tonight or last night? Obviously, I think it was a big difference, and I liked the crowd being in there. NXT talent was in the crowd. So we started – it's Tom introduced Beth and Morrow, I believe. So – that's how we started it off. And then it was the triple threat match with Drake, Kushida, and Jake Atlas. Did you guys like that match? What's up, Joshua? I actually did like the match. The ending was very interesting. Okay, so they talked about Drake and obviously his story. It'd be cool to see Drake win. And then Kushida. So Kushida, who remembers when Kushida debuted? And we were all just like, Kushida's coming from Japan. We're all excited. He's 37. He's 37 years old. I did not know that. Drake Maverick's 37 years old. Jake Atlas, 25. Phantasma, 36. So Jake is the youngest one. So are we predicting a heel turn? Okay, so how did you guys feel about the ending? So the ending actually was interesting because Kushida, what was it, an arm? He was in like an arm bar, and then I didn't know that he tapped. So apparently Atlas was tapping while Drake Maverick was pinning him. So I did not know that during the whole match. So then I was like, okay, but I didn't know that until later on because I was just like, Drake Maverick, what a cool pin. I was like, what a cool move. And then later on, you found out that Atlas tapped out. So it was a cross arm bar. Drake pins Atlas. And then Kushida seemed upset. I'm like, why is Kushida mad? Because Kushida, he's like a big baby face. He never really seems upset. Then he's like, so then you find out that Atlas was tapping out. Okay, so do we think that Atlas is going to turn – I don't know. I haven't seen too many people talk about this, but is Atlas – do you guys think he's going to turn heel on Drake Maverick and cost him the win? I don't know. That would be a big heel move. But is he actually like for Drake Maverick? He lost the match, so I guess we'll see what's going on with that. And then Morrow's commentary, he was kind of cracking me up. What did he say? Something about rainbows and the pot of gold. At the end, I was just laughing. I was like, all right. But I liked it. And then Phantasma actually came out to shake Drake's hand. So then we had Angle and Thatcher had a little had a little time. They were just talking about the rules of the match. That's what the commentary said. Tap out or knockout. And then the pit match is obviously everybody was talking about that. It reminds you of the Lions Den match. Ken Shamrock had a match with Owen Hart, and then he had a match with Steve Blackman. There was only like 2 Lions Den matches, if I believe so. I believe that once Ken Shamrock left, they pretty much didn't have Lions Den matches anymore. And then, but yeah, I actually just watched Owen Hart and Ken Shamrock in their match, and I thought it was interesting. Let's see here. Let's look in the comments real fast. See what some people are saying here. Okay. Imperium message to Tag Division: don't disrespect their craft. Yeah, because Larkin, right? They did the Imperium pose last week. Yeah, because then they were like, Larkin and Birch are going to go after the tag team titles. So the NXT championship. Okay, so let's see here. Definitely a big difference. We don't have to hear the wrestlers groan in complete silence. Yes, that's a big difference. NXT was pretty good last night. That match between Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher was brutal, and now I hear that was Matt Riddle's last match at NXT because he's being moved to SmackDown. Yes, I'm hearing a lot of reports on that. I'm going to get into that match, and we're going to talk about it, but I'm going to go through pretty much the whole card, and then we'll talk about that. So Vince, you don't want Matt Riddle to go to the main roster? The finish in that match was awful. Okay. Well, I was like, okay. What's up, Andrew? They need to re-sign Drake. He was always good in the ring. I'm sure they're going to re-sign him. Don't you think? Don't you think they're going to re-sign Drake? I don't know. Okay. What we got here? In addition, I like the addition of the talents in the crowd. I hope that Matt Riddle has done justice on the main roster. Maybe having Riddle and SmackDown can help them reaffirm their focus and emphasis on wrestling. Yeah. Yes. A lot of people are a little worried, but I'm hoping Matt can pull it off. I like Matt Riddle. Bro, the original bro. So if that is his match, he didn't necessarily get a send-off because he's just going. There was no announcement really. I don't know. I guess we're going to see what's going on tomorrow on SmackDown. What's up, Jake? What's up, Brandon? What's up, John? You're all set for SmackDown tomorrow? Yes. Who's watching SmackDown tomorrow? Crowds help even other NXT talent. Yes, crowds do help. Because Brandon Stevens, yep. Phantasma will probably win over Drake Maverick. Yeah. So before the whole thing was going on with Drake, so did you guys assume that it was going to be Kushida and Phantasma in the main event? Did you guys think that was going to happen? It seemed like it. But then Atlas, it seems to be getting a big push. Morrow, is the best commentator in professional wrestling, period. His passionate energy is what you should have at the commentary of each week. Raw and SmackDown needs the energy. He's very passionate, very energetic. I do like him. How long has Aaliyah been in NXT? That's a good question. She's been there. I don't know. I don't want to give an answer because it might be wrong. Let's see here. I hope the hacker is revealed soon. Yeah, I heard that they were going to kind of lay off that storyline, but I don't know. Hopefully we'll get more information. Ken versus Vince, but it wasn't a match Lions Den. It was a quick match on YouTube. Ramble's Talk Show 100. Okay, let's see here. Joe Wrestling, what's up? How are you? Aaliyah has been there since 2015. Okay, thank you, Joshua, because I'm over here like, how long has she been there? Christopher, what's up? NXT was good, but definitely Wednesday goes for AEW, especially with Jericho, Mike Tyson brawl, plus with FTR making a name for themselves when they helped the Young Bucks. Yeah, honestly, AEW was a great show too. So it was a really good night for professional wrestling. I felt like all the ratings went up. So I was like, yes, it was cool to hear that. So I know that they had a significant increase in viewership. So I was happy. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I remember that match. That was at Fully Loaded. The main event was Austin and Taker versus Mankind and Kane for the tag team titles. Okay. Storm Shadow. Well, you never know. They might change her gimmick. Garganos were great once again. Yes. Okay. So let's talk about Garganos too. Okay. Oh, this was funny because All heart, no soul. Okay, they came out there. I liked Johnny because he really played to the crowd and having a crowd, and he made it like, what did he say? He said, oh, and the booing was kind of funny from NXT. He said, he told somebody, keep working hard. Nice shirt. So like, a heel move. And then he said, it's like, what is the Johnny Gargano Invitational? Okay. And Adrian Alanis, have you heard? He was there. He had a debut like a few years back. I haven't really seen much of him. And Gargano was in the ring. And he's like, this is the biggest opportunity of your life. Shakes his hand and then does heel moves and starts beating him up. They had like a super kick, a tap out, and that was that. And then Candice comes in the ring, and then on the Titantron. Okay, I really did enjoy this segment. I thought this was very good. So it was Mia Yim and Keith Lee, and they're having dinner. So I want to make sure I have everything right. It starts with her saying, "Little boy in skinny jeans." Yeah, they were talking, and it was interesting. Their dynamic. I really liked them together. They're a cute couple. I root for them. And they had like the centerpiece of flowers, and Mia Yim was like describing it as the Gargano saying trashy and artificial. And then just the back and forth between Mia and Keith Lee was funny because she had like the flashlight, and she was like doing saying her little, what'd she say? She really had Candice. I wrote that down. It was like, you've been in NXT for 25 years. You don't have a title. I was like, oh my gosh. And she was like, you're running off the shadow of your husband. And then Keith Lee, he's just like, oh man. And then she gives Keith Lee the flashlight, and he's just like, what am I supposed to do with that? Anyways, he was saying some stuff. It was funny. Then he talked about Johnny Gargano, and he said he was the same size as his action figure. I laughed at that. I thought that was kind of funny. So, guys, what do you think? You guys think that's the truth? Yeah? So, and then Keith Lee's just like, I support that. Because Mia Yim's saying some stuff. Oh, gosh. Oh, Tegan Knox comes in, too, with a delivery of the pizza. And there's like 2 slices left. She takes one. That was interesting. But yeah, so that was something. Then you had later. So yeah, so I think that they're funny, and I'm here for that. So Drake and Kushida. Kushida talks to Drake, talking about how Atlas was tapping out before the pinfall, and so Drake was like, "Well, you can have the first title shot when I win the Cruiserweight Championship." You think he's gonna win it? I don't know. So Imperium came on the screen. They were just saying like they're like NXT champs, talking about pretty much how they're like defending champs. Shotzi comes out in her tank. It was pretty cool. I like Shotzi in her tank. So she's taking on Raquel Gonzalez. I always say Rachel, I don't know why. Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai came out with her. I thought it was an interesting match. I'm trying to make sure I remember the spots here because so Dakota Kai gets in the tank and she starts like getting after shots, like kind of getting in the head of Shotzi. And then I think she interferes, and then out comes Tegan Knox to make the sides even. And I felt like Raquel Gonzalez is a beast. She like pretty much just threw around Shotzi. But then like I think I talked about this a little earlier. The coffin, like she does like a similar move to the coffin drop, Shotzi on Raquel and Dakota, and it was scary. I was very scared for her, like her facial expressions, and the whole crowd in the whole place just went like silent, and I was like, it was just like nobody said anything for a little bit, and then Tegan went over to check on her, and then she continued going. She finished the match. And then during the spot, out comes Candice because Tegan, she did like the pizza stuff, and they were in the segment that was kind of dissing on Candice and Johnny. So they're distracting Shotzi, and then or Dakota. They're distracting the ref, and then Dakota gets in the way and pulls on Shotzi, and then Raquel puts her in like a huge like slam. And I was like, geez, a lot was happening. There was a lot of people involved in that last segment. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope Shotzi's okay. And then her to take that finishing move after that move off the top, I was like, okay, I hope she's all right. Okay, what are the comments here? I was talking a lot. Okay. What's up, Chris? Okay. I think they have booked themselves into a corner with Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole, but I can see Dream walk out as champion. Yeah, well, I don't know what they're going to do because a lot of people they're talking about, I think Vince and Ken Shamrock Lions Den match was on 6/7/19 and okay, Storm. So they're talking about like what is going on with Adam Cole too, because Adam Cole's contract is up in either August or September. And I hope he stays with WWE, but if he goes to AEW, I'm not saying that's just something that, that's just hearsay. But with Dream, so do you, and then he's saying, we'll talk about that in just a second, because he talks with with William Regal. Okay, so did you guys like the match with Shotzi almost broke her? Yes, it was scary to see that, Chris. Okay, that was a very scary spot in the match with Shotzi. Did the dive over the top rope. Yeah, I'm glad she's okay too, John. Ken Shamrock also wrestled Shawn Michaels for the World Championship at D-Generation X pay-per-view. D-Generation. Well, so Ken Shamrock, I liked Ken Shamrock. He was only there for like 2 years. He held the Intercontinental title. He won King of the Ring. He was a tag team champion. He just left. I think the travel was too hard on him. What's up, Jay King? How are you? Shotzi is a daredevil. Yes. I really like Shotzi. She's her and Tegan seem like they'd be a good team. I know they probably want to stay solo, but like if they ever need to back each other up. Shotzi's the female Jeff Hardy team. Oh, good comparison. Cole might leave in September for All Out and Britt Baker returning to All Out. Oh my gosh. That would be a moment. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think so? If Adam Cole stays, good for WWE, but that would be quite the coup if Cole were to go to AEW. Yeah, then we'd have to call into question Fish and O'Reilly and Strong. I know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Ken Shamrock is an Impact now. Yes, I watched Ken Shamrock on the Hard to Kill pay-per-view where Tessa Blanchard won the championship, and RVD was on that show. Brian Cage actually wrestled, and that's the first time I really saw Brian Cage. He was injured in the match, and so they replaced him with, I believe it was Tessa Blanchard's like fiance in real life. The person, what's his name? I can't think of his name, but I thought, so I did see Ken Shamrock in that match. Shotzi Blackheart deserves a big push after last night. She's a future NXT Women's Champion. I mean, yeah, I think she did great. I mean, that was a spot, and she looked. I felt for her. The main roster needs a good stable. Call up the Undisputed Era. You want the Undisputed Era on the main roster? There's a lot of uncertainty in the air, and it's refreshing, but it will be intriguing to see what the status. What status everything is in heading into the fall. Yes, I agree with that. Adam Cole will not leave the Undisputed Era and join AEW. He does not want to lose his championship. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I obviously don't think he's going to go either way. I'm just saying it'd be a move if he does. Io Shirai. I love Io Shirai. You're calling it now. Okay, so let's see here. I want to make sure I'm going in order so I don't miss anything. Okay, so Finn and Damian Priest. How do you guys feel about Finn Balor and Damian Priest? Okay, I love Finn. I really like Finn Balor. I really would like him to win. I don't know if they're gonna give Priest this win. I don't think they are. I know they want to push Priest, but I think Finn Balor I don't think he should be beaten. And Grimes pinned him or won the match the other week, but it was also interference. So I don't know what's going to happen. But I love who likes Finn Balor on NXT right now. Do you guys like him? I like him as Prince Balor. I feel like him. Okay, whenever he was defeated by the Fiend at SummerSlam, and then he kind of left, and then he came back and turned heel, and it was great. It was wonderful. Let's see here. What are you saying? Finn is one of your favorites, Paul? Yes. Rhea Ripley for NXT champion. If I had to move up Undisputed Era, you put him on SmackDown. You want Io Shirai to be women's champion first, then Shotzi can beat her for the title. Yes. honestly, there's so many people going to SmackDown, and their ratings are doing well. So AJ Styles is going to SmackDown. If they bring Matt Riddle to SmackDown, and if they bring the Undisputed Era to SmackDown, what about Raw? That's all I'm saying. I don't know what they're going to do with Raw. Okay. I'd love to see Io Shirai win the NXT Women's Championship from Charlotte, but I won't be upset if Rhea wins it back. Either way. Okay, yes, okay. So did you guys notice? I saw this. Someone posted that on the account for WWE Raw. They changed the people that were in the graphic. It's I know Angel Garza's on the graphic. It is Charlotte. It is Seth. It is Asuka, and I'm trying to double check here. Trying to remember who's on the graphic. But that's a big thing for Angel Garza. Did you guys see that on the internet today? And then the graphic for NXT, Charlotte's not on the graphic. And I thought that was interesting. So I'm wondering if she's probably gonna drop the title and go to Raw. And the graphic for NXT was Keith Lee. Who do we have here? We had Keith Lee, and I'm trying to remember who was on the graphic. Rhea Ripley. Let me see here. I think Io Shirai was on it. But I'll have to look that up. But it was interesting because the graphic changed for each group here. So yeah. Okay. Let's see here. You'd love to see. Okay, yeah, I think that Finn should come back as Demon Balor for Fiend at Mania. Ooh. I want to see a demon entrance. Did you guys see his entrance in Japan where he did his entrancing gear? That was fun. They didn't want Matt on Raw because remember when he started beef with Brock? I heard that. I did hear that. Okay, that Finn has been great since returning. That move to NXT helped big time. Yes, I agree with that, Joseph. I agree. Good for Garza. Well deserved. I've been singing his praises, and he has a future in the company as a world champion. He's got all the skills necessary to rise to the top. I agree. There were some comments, too, because Andrade wasn't on there, and it was Angel. Okay, it was disappointing that Finn had to give up the Universal Championship after he won. He could have had a great run and the challengers he could have faced. Yes, he was literally the first champion. Dan, my day has been going well. How has everybody's day been? I was able to watch NXT, and it was good. Okay, so let's talk about Rhea. Okay, Rhea and Io Shirai. Rhea's interest. Anybody notice this? Was it just me? Whenever Rhea hit her, whenever she lifts up her leg and stomps, did it kind of make a weird? Was that kind of a weird spot, or was that just me? Does it always sound like that? Am I right? You know what I'm talking about? When Rhea does her entrance, and then there's a kick. Sounded really different. Okay, and then Charlotte comes out. So did you guys expect her tag team partner to be who it was? I honestly, I was watching it. I saw a segment with Chelsea Green where she fired Robert Stone, but I had no idea what that was about because I didn't want to spoil myself. But she was her tag team partner. And I was like, that's an interesting little thing here. And then Charlotte. So that was I actually enjoyed this match. I love Io Shirai. I like Rhea. I really like Rhea Ripley. Chelsea Green, I'm not too, I haven't seen so much of her stuff in Charlotte. But some of the spots that were funny to me was when she was chopping and she was chopping Io, and then Rhea was in the corner, and then Charlotte was like this, you know what, suck it. And I was like, okay. And then she accidentally chops Chelsea, and then Charlotte picks up the victory by putting her feet on the ropes and pinning Io Shirai, and Io's face was shocked. But I really feel like either Io or I feel like it could go either way. Oh, and Mauro paid a tribute to Hana Kimura, and I thought that was, I think Io Shirai knows her very well, so that was a nice tribute. I felt like that was sweet for her, and it's really sad for the wrestling community, and I felt like that was nice that they actually acknowledged it. Okay, let's see here. Your day has been good. I've been playing WWE 2K19. Oh, yeah. Rhea is like a Viking, very aggressive. Yes, very aggressive. Very aggressive. My sister is doing well. Michael Brown, Brock Lesnar versus Mike Tyson. Wow. Oh, okay. I know we're talking about NXT, but so did you guys see the video where Mike Tyson and Chris Jericho are laughing backstage? And there's a lot of people that are like, wow, way to keep kayfabe alive. I wonder what people thought of that video because it seemed like I think if I remember the kid's name, he looked like Justin Law off of the dark match, but I feel like it just kind of takes away from the moment of of the heat between Jericho and Mike Tyson. I mean, I'm not like super like upset about it, but I wonder what like behind the scenes, if anybody was like, hey man, what was that? Or if they didn't even care, maybe they were just like, maybe they didn't even care. Maybe they wanted it to be released, but I think like if you think about like Jim Cornette, he's probably like, who is doing this to the business? Sorry, I'm thinking of the curtain call and everything. Let's see here. What's up, Gio? You saw that clip? Maybe, I mean, I'm not like super mad. I'm not mad about it. I just was wondering what the feedback was backstage. Maybe it was meant to be released, right? Okay. What's up, Andrew? Okay. I heard Brock doesn't work with Matt Riddle. Yeah, I've been hearing that too. Maybe we're being worked. I doubt it. I don't know. My day has gone well. Psyched for SmackDown and the Ramble stream to close the week. Oh, SmackDown, I'm hoping it's going to be a good show. The ratings have been up. Who likes the Sonya and Mandy storyline? Do you guys like that? And then we're getting how do you guys feel about Braun Strowman as Universal Champion right now in the handicap match? How do you guys feel? Okay. It was all an act. The backstage video. Okay. Well then, because I haven't. Yes, Joseph. Hana Hana's mother is a Japanese wrestling legend. I'm gonna have to look her up. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't hear about Hana Kimura until the news. So I know she was very popular in the wrestling world. So I didn't know of her, but her story was just very sad, and just pray for her family and everything along with it. It was just a really rough day for wrestling fans and everyone who knew her, and it was sad. Okay. Yeah, that bridge burned between Riddle and Lesnar after their confrontation backstage at Rumble. Yes. You're playing 2K19 right now, Universal Mode. About to start Raw vs. SmackDown Tag Team Elimination match. That's awesome. Okay, Lillian Garcia has an interview with JTG on her podcast, Chasing Glory. That's really good. Okay, let me write that down. I'm going to try to remember stuff that I need to look up. Where did I write down? Okay, Lillian Garcia. I like to watch stuff that, okay, and sometimes I forget. Lillian Garcia, JTG. Okay. Alrighty. I'm more curious on what they're doing with Naomi and Otis. Yes, you're okay. So Naomi, she was in the FCW documentary, and she obviously Naomi is very athletic. She's very great in-ring performer. I don't think she can turn heel. Are they turning her heel? And then Otis, I don't know what's going on. The whole storyline with Mandy, I'm like, because is Mandy going to turn Otis? Like, because Otis was teasing the cash in with Braun, and then he didn't, and then he was like, "I'm sorry, man." And then because Mandy's music hit, so it seemed like it seemed like a plan. Did you guys think it seemed like a plan? Okay, yep. And ever since they have kept Matt away from Brock, they have, yes. I'm glad Sonya and Mandy are getting a push. Me too. You could tell they're passionate about it because they try, like on social media, they've been pushing for things. They do the Mandys. You can tell they really want it, Let's see here. The matches are starting to get boring with Mandy's storyline each week. They need to have something special happen again. Well, what do you guys think can happen that can get people more excited about Mandy and Sonya? Do you think Tucker can come back? Do you think he's going to turn heel, guys? What do you think? I'm hoping for a solid Intercontinental Championship tournament continue. Hopefully Bayley has a clear direction for Backlash. Good point. I really feel like they said that. Okay, someone said that they're trying to draw out the storyline between Sasha and Bayley to make it go long. But I mean, this has been in the works for a while. You remember that turn that would happen a while ago? I don't even. What was that? 2018. Okay. Social media. Yeah, it's hard. What does Matt Hardy say? The good thing about social media is everyone has a voice. The bad thing is that everyone has a voice. You know, I think he said that. The matches are starting to get. Sorry, I've already read that. I'm sorry. Let's see. It was a good podcast, Gio. Okay. Don't worry about Otis. He won Money in the Bank. He's getting a push from Vince. Apparently Vince likes Otis a lot. Hoping for a decent title challenger for Bayley. Did you guys know that Bayley? Okay, if you watched, this is the first I heard of this. So if you watched the documentary, Bayley was going to be spelled like Bailey, but since she's from the Bay Area, the only thing she asked for was, "Can I please make it Bay?" Because she said it kind of felt like her. She said it was kind of like, hold on. It was kind of like a homage to her home area. So I thought that was cool. Okay. Let's see here. The hacker reveals. Let me see. I'm sorry. I'm missing some of your comments. Okay. The hacker reveals Mandy cheated on Otis or Tucker turns heel. You think so, Vacant Guy? Ooh. It's a tease for heel turn for Naomi. Do you guys think that will help Naomi? I don't know, because remember Apollo was going to get a heel turn, and we were talking about heel turns for Apollo, and then he won the championship. We are probably going to get Bayley versus Dana. You think so? Okay, let's see here. The hacker reveals Mandy. I read that. I'm sorry. Yes, I wish they had find a way to book Mandy versus Bayley. It would be a nice stopgap for Bayley and a good way for Mandy and Sonya to continue with Sonya costing Mandy the title. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about NXT too. So, Adam Cole. Okay, so he had a conversation. Did you guys like that part when Adam Cole was negotiating with Regal? It was pretty funny. Adam Cole. I like Adam Cole, and then so pretty much we're going to have a title match. He wanted Undisputed Era to have a fair match with Imperium for the NXT titles, but then he wanted Dream to never be allowed in the ring. And then finally, William Regal said that he agreed to if Adam Cole defeats Dream, then he'll never be able to challenge for the title while Adam Cole's the champion. And so, do you guys think that Dream's going to win or lose this match? And then William Regal, he put in, "You're acting like a baby." And I thought that was funny. And then he said something like, Adam Cole was like, "That's the best joke you've had." I don't know. It was funny. And then he's a man's man. He said that about Regal bringing it back to his past. So I thought that was pretty funny. So Larkin and Birch are also in the chilling, drinking glasses of water in like a little deli or something. I don't know, and they're talking about how they want to take on Imperium for the titles. Let's see here. I think they should make the Universal title match at Backlash a triple threat and not a handicap match. I feel like The Miz and John Morrison will turn on each other. Yeah, I'm thinking so. I think that's why they're going to do that. Let's see here. What's up, JM3 Wrestling Graphics? Sam, let's see what you're saying. Did you know that Chelsea Green and Velveteen Dream will be in the main roster next month? Where did you hear that from, Sam? I haven't heard that yet, but I mean, that's a strong possibility. I hear that Bayley with AY. Yeah. Big E wanted to be a mailman. I think in the documentary, right? Let's see here. Did NXT for this week come on the network? I taped, I DVR'd NXT and I looked to see if it was on the network first because it's easier to watch it off the network than, fast forward through commercials. And I didn't see it. So I don't think it's on there yet. Rambles, you ready for SmackDown tomorrow? Yeah. Yes. That sounded like are you ready? Welcome to the doghouse. Sorry. Okay, I'm done. Rambles, I read that. Okay. What if Mandy Wait, what if Mandy cheated on Otis with Tucker, making it a love triangle with Mandy? Okay. Well, that seems like Chris Jericho, Christian, and Trish. Do you guys get that vibe? I said that from the beginning. I think even Gio, I think I told you that. You remember me saying that? Did NXT? I'm sorry, I keep reading the same stuff. What if? Let's see here. I thought that was nice play on Bayley's common spelling. Personally, it would be cool to get the dream match of Britt Baker versus Bayley in a real role battle match. I can officiate. Oh my gosh, I would love that. Would I have to go? Would I have to have a feud with Ref Aubrey? Me and Ref Aubrey have to have a match to see who can officiate. Adam Cole is the longest reigning NXT champion. I love Adam Cole as champion. Cole is a treasure. Yes. I'm glad John Morrison is getting a chance at a world championship at Backlash, because when he was in WWE in 2011, he never got a chance. That's a good point, Donnell. What if we're shocked and he wins it? I don't know. From Pro Wrestling Illustrated? Okay. Let's see here. Reason why Bray is not on TV is because his wife had a new child. Really? Did they? I haven't seen that posted. Well, that's good news. Thanks for the update. Thank you, Gio. Oh, you're welcome, Gio. I'm over here like, who do you think will win between Jeff Hardy and Daniel Bryan tomorrow night? That's a very good question, Dan. So I liked what someone said, that Sheamus gets mad. Because I felt like Jeff Hardy coming here, he was going to get a huge push. I felt like he was going to go for the title. So I don't know. Do you guys think that if there's an interference, I think someone said that in the stream where they said Sheamus gets mad and interferes in Jeff Hardy and Daniel Bryan's match? But because I don't know. Because I just don't know if Jeff Hardy, I would love to see Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental Champion. But the way he's been pushed, it seems like they're trying to push him in a different direction and be the world champion. But I don't know. AJ Styles, definitely, I feel like he's going to be the match. What if AJ Styles, I don't know, who do you think would be, who do you want to see? Do you want to see Jeff Hardy or AJ Styles, or do you want to see Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles? What if it's Elias? Okay. You do remember you saying that? Thank you, Gio. Sasha Banks and Bayley continues to be a start-stop feud. Personally, I'm hoping for them to battle at SummerSlam. Yes! SummerSlam. Yeah, he did. I don't see Jeff Hardy winning the tournament. You don't either? You think someone's going to interfere? You think Sheamus will interfere in his match? Okay, can't touch this. AJ to win the tournament? He was moved to SmackDown. I would kind of like Elias as champ. You would, Don? He deserves the belt. Whenever he was like big with his walk with Elias in his concerts, that was cool. I actually thought it was really cool at the Mania when there were so many people in the crowd when he came out. On Survivor Series pay-per-view and WWE 2K19 right now, Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles are fighting for the World Championship. Epic match. That's awesome. Let's see here. You think AJ or Jeff will win this tournament, Joseph? I still think that IC Finals will be Daniel Bryan and AJ. I could see Jeff feuding with Sheamus heading into Backlash. I could see Jeff possibly main eventing SummerSlam. That's a good booking. I want to see Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles in the finals of the tournament. Oh, Jeff Hardy versus AJ. I think Sheamus will cost him the tournament. Elias could be a good Intercontinental Champion. He's very talented. Just get Corbin away from him, please. Elias, I wonder if he's going to show us a different side too, where we're like, okay, Elias. I could see AJ as IC champ, but then he'd become a face if he feuds with Sami Zayn. I don't see them turning Sami back to a face character. I don't see that really. I see what you're saying on that. I don't know. Is AJ going to be a face again? I liked AJ face. Did you guys? I liked him as a heel, but I liked him better with the OC. It's also cool that he's not cool, but it's also better for him to move because Raw does remind you of the OC. So him moving is actually helps you forget about that stuff. What's going on, Anthony? Let's see here. Corbin will cost Elias the belt, like Elias cost Corbin the Money in the Bank. Ooh, that's a good call. Okay, let's talk about. Okay. One of my other favorite moments. I liked this. Okay, Leon Ruff versus Ciampa. Okay, so Scarlett is and they make their entrance. Leon and Tommaso Ciampa, and here's Scarlett just staring. Okay, I don't know. I know I talk about this way too much, but I was getting like a dark Daenerys from the Game of Thrones vibe. Anybody else getting that vibe? Look, like obviously a little more, she dresses a little more seductively, Scarlett, but she had the gloves, she had the hair. I'm just saying, probably way off. But anyways, so I found that really cool. So Scarlett's just watching Ciampa wrestle Leon, and so yeah, so he blows her at the end of the match. He blows her a kiss, and he hits the fairy tale ending. Interesting ending, and then Scarlett's walking to the top, and then you got Karrion Kross, and he's got just his like eyes and like here his nose on the screen, and he's talking, and he's saying like special. He's saying Tommaso special, and it's just like. And he's like, TikTok, they're going to have a great match. I'm so pumped for it. It was a cool graphic. Really digging Karrion Kross. I'm really liking Scarlett. I feel like they're a great addition to NXT. Let's see here. AJ Styles isn't a good babyface promo. You like his heel promos? There's a lot of rumors about call-ups. Yep, there is a lot of rumors about it. Let's see here. I think I'm missing some comments. Let's see here. Make sure I get everybody's comment. I think he is remaining a heel. You think so, Gio? You like AJ a face, but heel is better. He's so badass. Yeah, he's actually, yeah. Okay, Undertaker will attack AJ in the championship finals to set up their rematch. Well, I don't know when. I'm ready to see with this documentary with The Last Ride and see what's going on. Thanks, Jay. Rambles with the random banger stream. Yes, him moving is a fresh start for AJ Styles. AJ Styles had a great reign with the WWE Championship when he was a babyface. I could see Asuka using the crossover option and defend Raw Women's title on the show. Yeah, because you think so? That's a good thought. Let's see here. That would be interesting if Taker got involved. Let's see here. AJ Styles. Yep, I read that one. I'm sorry. Karrion Kross and Scarlett used to be on Impact. Yes. Yep. Let's see here. You like my shirt? Thank you. Yep, AJ had great runs as both heel and face WWE during his SmackDown Live run, which is a testament to how the company pushed him and how his work spoke for him. His work spoke for himself. Yes. Okay, so were you guys surprised when Daniel Bryan turned heel? I was like, what? Okay, Scarlett is devious blonde. Ciampa is playing with fire here. Fall and pray. Adam Cole resigned. What? Resigned? Oh, okay. Where did you see that, Anthony? I would love AJ versus Taker in a normal match. Ooh, that would be good. When did AJ ever have a memorable babyface promo? I sure can't remember any. Laugh out loud. I think AJ should win the title and then have a best of 7 series with Daniel Bryan. Whoa. Well, when he's a babyface, though, it's like his wrestling speaks for itself. So it's just like I like AJ Styles heel or face. Okay, let's see here. Can't believe having to wait for Chapter 4 of The Last Ride. I'm so intrigued at what Taker has to say about the Goldberg match. Me too. That's one of the ones I'm like, what is he going to say? When do we get that? Isn't that like coming out not this Sunday? Liv Morgan will be on Raw. You think she'll be the Raw Women's Champion? Well, they're making those videos about her. Okay. Make a video of you making an entrance with Judas Fozzy. Yes, I was surprised when Daniel Bryan turned heel and beat AJ for the WWE title. I was surprised when Bryan turned to win one of the most unexpected turns in a while. Who remember AJ and Samoa Joe rival with Wendy? Sorry, several NXT stars signed new deals. Okay, don't forget the eco-friendly WWE title. Yes, that was epic. A lot of people really like that title. AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan are feuding in WWE 2K Universe for the WWE Championship. Yeah. I hope Undertaker says some good things about Drew McIntyre in the next chapter. That'd be a good shout out to Drew. You have a big crush on Liv? A lot of people really like Liv. Let's see here. I'm looking forward to Undertaker's thoughts on the Goldberg match as well. Yes. Liv Morgan has a great future. I would love to see her feud with Zelina. That could be a fun feud, but Liv must defeat Charlotte. I feel like Charlotte's going back to Raw. I think she might lose this title. Okay, let's talk about main event. What did you guys think? Did you like the match? So Kurt Angle coming back. It was cool to see the Olympic hero. And then it was also weird to see them chanting "You suck" from the NXT talent, whenever he does his entrance. And then so Thatcher comes out, and then you have Riddle, and they start, and it's a really cool pit. It's like similar to, it's like a amped up Lion's Den match with the ring. I felt like Matt Riddle's fired up right away. It was a good intensity, and then the spot where I don't know that was pretty much a work, right? Whenever Thatcher gets hit in the mouth and he's bleeding everywhere, and then everybody comes in there, and I was like, what is going on? And he's bleeding. But also, let me see here. Whenever I like the way Riddle did some moves off the cage to I can't remember exactly the move was, but that was pretty cool when he did it. I think he ran against the cage and then kind of kicked him, and then they ended up going to the top through some cool moves, and then Thatcher is thrown off, and then Matt Riddle hits a huge twist corkscrew moonsault. It was good. I know they call it something different. I don't know what they call it, but that was cool. And then they're going back and forth. Finally, Thatcher has Riddle pass out in submission. So Thatcher wins the match. So that pretty much is an indication that he's going to probably go to SmackDown. Rambles, any new merch? I haven't had any yet. Not today. It was great seeing Kurt Angle again. Great main event, too. It was really good. I thought it was really good. Zelina cutting promos with Drew. Yes, Joshua, she will beat her one day. Still waiting for Ramble's beanies. I know. I guess Timothy Thatcher is the next big thing. Yeah, they're really pushing Timothy. If they have some comments from Goldberg as well, that would be intriguing. Anything about that match, especially perspective, is what has me intrigued. It is an intriguing match. Very true. And then I think they even didn't they cut to Michelle, his wife, and say is he okay or something? I don't know. But so I thought so last night I watched it today, but NXT was really good. And I thought AEW was great. I thought it was great. I thought it was wonderful for the night of wrestling, just to have good shows, strong ratings for both sides. It was cool. Let's see here. Do you think Matt Cardona? Oh, you think we'll go to AEW? Zack Ryder? I mean, Britt Baker. Did anybody see Britt Baker's segment who didn't watch it with the stream? It was really funny. Zack Ryder commented on it, and he said, be careful. Being on wheelchairs on stage is dangerous. So, and then, yeah. So, I mean, they're having back and forth stuff on Twitter, so you never know. And I believe Rachel Green is friends with Britt Baker, so I don't know. Broton is the name. Broton is where he does the it wasn't a senton off the top, though. His Broton, he did more of a twist with it, so I don't think it was the Broton. Yes, Britt's funniest segment yet. Yes, but I know what you mean because he did hit a lot of Brotons. But so that might be, I know what you're saying. Regal is the best GM in WWE currently, and he might be the only. Okay. Conspirator. Flip it. That was so funny. And when she told Tony Schiavone to get when he's standing in front of the board, and she's like, get the F out. I was just laughing so hard. You saw it, Gio? All right. And his tweet, yeah. Well, I'm happy for it. I'm going to see what we have coming up on SmackDown. But, yeah, I just wanted to kind of go over a little recap with NXT, talk about AEW, talk about WWE Raw and SmackDown. So, Raw, I'm just wondering what they're going to be doing for Raw and SmackDown. I think SmackDown will be good tomorrow. Maybe we'll see Riddle. I don't know. But flip it. That was so funny. I was laughing so hard. Mike Tyson was cool too. Thanks, Joshua. I enjoy talking about it, and I like hearing everybody's opinions about it. All right, see everybody tomorrow. Hopefully everybody has a good night. Thanks for joining the stream. Have a good one. Thank you. Isn't Finn Balor fighting on NXT UK? Random thought. All right, talk to you later. Bye.